Oh man, so Mt.Gox has just released a letter indicating that 142,000 bitcoins could be released onto the open market. What could this mean for Bitcoin, and could this throw the cryptocurrency back down to all-time lows, and worse, could this crash the Bitcoin price? A lot of people are wondering this right now. This is going through the Twitter rumor mill, and in this video I'm going to break down my thoughts on exactly what could happen. Guys, smash up the like button, don't forget to subscribe. As always, do check out BYBIT and BitGet if you want to trade the moves we're going to update you on here. We're also going to look at the Bitcoin price shortly, so make sure you stay tuned with me because it's about to hit a really important level on a pattern it's trying to break out of desperately. Now, let's cover off Mt.Gox first. The headlines have started, right? 140,000 people, 142,000 bitcoins could be getting close to being given back to creditors. For those who aren't familiar, very quickly, Mt.Gox was exchanged back in 2014, over 8 years ago. Funds were lost, and those funds were then found, some of them, and they need to figure a way of giving this back to the people who lost their money. They've now released a letter saying they're ready to do so, and people can claim for their money back. And this is getting a lot of people worried that the crypto market could crash under the huge amounts of crypto being released. Now, there's a few things to note here, first of all, before we getting into this. So we do know it's 142,000 Bitcoin, which at today's prices are about $2.9 billion worth of Bitcoins. That's the first thing to understand. The next thing to understand is some people can ask for the repayments in cash, i.e. fiat currency. Other people can ask for in Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. So there is a choice here. So it's not like all the money is going to be converted to Bitcoin and sold straight away. That's the first thing I wanted to cover off. The next thing is a lot of people holding these coins held from when Bitcoin was less than $500. So the argument from the people that are fudding the system out right now are saying that those people are just going to get their money at 20,000 Bitcoin and just sell hard. Now, I don't know how true that is. I mean, there's going to be a scope of different people with different risk parameters, and I don't think the totality of the 142,000 Bitcoin will fall onto the market immediately. I think there'll be a lot of people who want to hold at least back to all-time highs, given that they've seen, whilst their Bitcoin was locked up, that Bitcoin has hit 69,000. It could comfortably return, maybe even go up to 100,000 as a moonshot, right, to really change their life in terms of funds. And the other angle is that a lot of people have already forgotten about that money. So when you've forgotten about that kind of money, maybe you just leave it to go a little bit longer to risk. Right? Now, on the other hand, you will get people who do want to sell a bunch of it. That's understood as well. And then you'll get everybody in between. Some people will just trim 10%, sell 10% immediately to live off, and let the other 90% ride, right? You'll get different people behaving in different ways with this cryptocurrency. So to just assume 142,000 is going to dump onto the market, a little bit irrational, right? To think that. So straight away, I think you could, even if you were to try and model this out, you model it out and let's say half of it, right? Half of the 70,000 Bitcoins are thrown onto the market, about $1.5 billion, 70,000 Bitcoins on day one, immediately within the next hour. What would happen to Bitcoin? And we can check what would happen to Bitcoin, right? We can take a look and say previous Bitcoin trading volumes, and you can see trading volumes. I mean, if you take this day here on the 13th of June, you can see Coinbase alone dealt with 88,000 in Bitcoin trading volume. You then had an extra 25.2 here on Kraken. You had Gemini 11.9. You had Bitstamp trading 15.3. So these kind of days on large amounts of volume being traded on Bitcoin are not unusual, right? And so these are things which can be stress tested, and we've seen Bitcoin has managed to navigate that effectively before. So I think there's a lot of fun around this. Don't get me wrong, at the time, if people are taking their Bitcoin and selling, you will see some red candlesticks. We will see the price fall to the downside in that situation. But also, the other thing people aren't kind of modeling into this is Mt.Gox aren't just going to give everybody their cash on day one, right? It's not going to happen in 1 hour that Mt.Gox logistically are able to send everybody their money. First, you're going to have to request your money, right? If you take a look at the letter, you have to request it. Then they're going to approve it. They're going to check it. Then they're going to give it to you. Did you ask for cash? Did you ask for Bitcoin Cash? Did you ask for Bitcoin? Then you get it. And then your decision is, do you want to dump it into the market? There's not a systematic dumping of $2.9 billion of Bitcoin in one go on one trading exchange immediately within the one transaction, which would be a completely different story. But even then, we saw something similar to that happening with the Terra Luna crash, which is why we fell so hard to 17,600. Okay, so that's my take on that. No doubt we'll find more information as we plow ahead. The next thing that happened today was we got our jobs figure. We got the jobs figure, and payrolls increased by 372,000 in June. This was more than expected, guys. This was more than expected. You can see here it was 380 the previous month. Now it's fallen to 372, but the estimate was for it to come between 250 and 270 kind of range. So basically, the labor market is still high, unemployment is still quite has not increased, and wages have not come down. So the wages are still inflationary as well. So this gets people still worried that the Fed could be quite aggressive with their interest rate hikes. And you can see from this CME futures using this Fed rate monitor tool that the market has 92% priced in the 75 basis point and have now a little bit started to price in even a 1 basis point rate hike, even though the Fed had ruled that out. So no longer are people saying, oh, 50 basis points. They're saying 75 is all but confirmed now given this data. And then 7.6% are even saying maybe we could see a 1 basis point, even though the Fed said they wouldn't do a 1 basis point hike. Very, very interesting. In other news, we saw the exchange blockchain.com faces a $270 million hit on loans associated with 3 Arrows Capital. We did say the contagion was going to be here, and that's not going to disappear anytime soon. Now, quickly on the Bitcoin price, let's take a look here. And we were forming this W pattern, right? You can see the W pattern with neckline along the green line, which is 21,943. And you can see that is exactly where we're facing some resistance. We've taken this trade effectively from the symmetrical triangle. Congratulations to you guys who took this trade, breaking out the symmetrical triangle. We've met our first price target at the first pivot here. Your next price target would be up here at about 23,000 here at the top. So congratulations if you're taking that using BYBIT or BitGet, links in description. If you guys want to join us on the trade of this W breakout, you can do so using the links below. Those are affiliate links in full transparency, which do support the channel, but those are the exchanges which I use on a day-to-day basis. Now looking here at the hourly chart, what are we seeing? We had our first run up here after breaking out the symmetrical triangle. We ran straight to 22,000. Got rejected by the neckline, and as you can see, if I bring out the EMA ribbon came in, gave us some support, and gave us a second try. Again, we got rejected. Now bouncing back again off the EMA ribbon. The battle continues for this neckline. The bears aren't going to give this level away easily, and the bulls are going to have to do a little bit of fighting to break through that W pattern neckline. But again, if you can break through this W pattern, your technical price target takes you up to 26,000. Now that's not going to be easy. Very important that we remember on the daily chart here, got a lot of resistance coming in from this EMA ribbon, and you've got the headwinds of the wider economy as well. So be very, very careful trading this up to 26, and do have your tight stop losses. I'm still in the trade. You guys can join me on the breakout of this neckline using the links in the description, but be careful. If I show you the neckline here, if you're trading a breakout of the neckline, never do it like this, right? So let me just remove the EMA ribbon. I just want to show you something. So never take it on this candle. Look at this fake out candle right here. That's exactly what the whales want to do. They want to take you out on a fake out like that, and they throw the price back down. You should always wait for confirmation. This would be your high volume candle. The volume was really good for the breakout. You can see there. So what you want to see is a good volume candle like this, breaking through the line you want it to break through, but the next candle would have to open up nice and clearly in the green, and then you can enter the position. A nice volume candle through here. Wait for the next candle to open up nice and green, and then at that point, I personally enter my position. I would then wait for a retest of the neckline like this before I loaded up my position even further on this breakout. So again, if you guys want to take that trade with me, feel free to jump into my Telegram, links in the description, where I post more play-by-play content. When I don't have time to post videos or do a tweet or post something in the Discord, I'll do that in the Telegram group. So make sure you join the Telegram group as well. Also, what I've done is I've gone ahead and set up a brand new PDF cheat sheet for you guys, completely free. Links in the description. Go get yourself that PDF. What it does, it has all the simple chart patterns on there, which are the high probability converting chart patterns. Go ahead, print it out, put it on your desk, and keep it there. Whenever you're monitoring the charts, whenever you're doing a little bit of trading, have those chart patterns there to aid you. They're really, really useful. Definitely check that out. Links in the description to download that PDF. So just waiting here clearly to see if we get this breakout from this neckline. Will it happen tonight here on Friday? Will we get it over the weekend? Or even worst case, would we come down to retest symmetrical triangle before trying again? Those are all levels we're looking out for. As you can see on the 4-hourly, we do have enough room to come down. As you can see, we're very extended on our 4-hourly, and I wouldn't be averse to even seeing this come down to 20,000, 20,700-ish before bouncing back with strong volume to go through the neckline. So a very patient game here. No rush, guys. Not that it has to go do this right now. Even if it wants to call off a little bit, get support from the EMA ribbon, and then bounce onwards, that is perfectly fine here on the Bitcoin chart. In other news, on altcoins, not seeing much action on the altcoins. As we know, this is Bitcoin's moment. We're going to see the movement in Bitcoin first. Then you'll start to see some of that rotate back through into altcoins. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Don't forget to smash up the like button and subscribe if you appreciate this type of content. Then make sure you let me know in the comments below. Do check out BYBIT and BitGet, links in the description. Don't forget your free PDF as well. And I'll see you in the next one.